What's going on there, Throttle Lockers? Welcome to another video of Life Behind Bars. So, I do have a new destination for you guys today, and man, I don't know how it happened, but I threw the dart at the map, and this is where it landed, and it's actually a town that I lived in for about 5 years. It's a really cool town, but before I get started with that, you know what I'm about to say. If you like my videos, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe down below. But make sure that you hit that little guardian bell to protect you from missing out on all the new videos that are going to be coming up. So, now that I've said all that, it's time to talk about one of my favorite towns that I lived in that I would love to go back to again, is Grants Pass, Oregon. Man, it is just a beautiful town. It is a great place. A lot of nature stuff to go on. A lot of arts and crafts stuff that happens there. I mean, just a crap ton. I mean, I could go on about an hour and a half video of talking about all the cool stuff that's there. But let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Alright. Grants Pass is a city in and the county seat of Josephine County, Oregon. The city is located on I-5 northwest of Medford. Attraction includes the Rogue River, which great place to go swimming in or fishing. Famous for its rafting, and the nearby Oregon Caves National Monument, located 30 miles south of the city, which I've been there. A lot of fun. You guys would love it. It's a really cool place to go check out. Grants Pass is 256 miles south of Portland, the largest city in Oregon. The population was 34,533 in the 2010 census. Well, so there is a lot of stuff to do in Grants Pass and in the surrounding areas. Definitely one that if you were looking for a good place to go ride, great place to go to. I mean, I grew up my adolescent years there from age 9 to 14, and man, I had a blast there, and I still remember a lot of the crap that I did. But let's get off the subject of me, and let's give you some more of enticing things to go check out there. Let's see. History. The early Hudson Bay Company hunters and trappers followed the Siskiyou Trail. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Passed through the site beginning in the 1820s and the late 1840s. Settlers, mostly American, followed the Applegate Trail, began traveling through the area on their way to the Willamette Valley. Let's see. The city-states that in the okay, let's redo this again. The city-states that the name was selected to honor General Ulysses S. Grant success at Vicksburg. Jesus Christ, that was a mouthful. Okay, let me just give you a little easier history lesson on that. The reason why it was called Grants Pass is because the President Grant had passed through the town and they didn't have a name for it yet, so they were like, you know what, Grant passed through here, so Grants Pass. Let's see, what else we got? Grants Pass Post Office was established on March 22nd, 1865. The city of Grants Pass was incorporated in 1887. The Grants Pass Utah Sugar Company, financed by Charles W. Nibley, was created, leading to a sugar beet factory being built in Grants Pass in 1916. Before the factory was opened, Oregon Utah Sugar was merged into the Utah-Idaho Sugar Company. Excuse me, due to the labor shortages and low acreage planted in sugar beets. The processing machinery was moved to, oh God, all right, Washington, way to go on this name, Topishish, yeah, something like that, in 1918 or 1919. Okay, I guess they weren't really sure on exactly when that got moved, but let's see. Let's get to some of the stuff that are around there. They do some of the landmarks they got there. I don't know if they still have them. Last time I was there a few years ago, they still had some of these cool freaking statues of bears that were all hand painted and stuff of different kinds of themes. those are really cool. But the one thing that's been there forever is the caveman at the north end of the town. It was a really cool, iconic piece, and it's. I wonder if I can find how long it's been there. Probably not. But they got a bunch of stuff there. Like Rogue River Park is a huge park for a city park. They host a lot of big events there. One of the coolest things that I loved when I lived there was Back to the 50s, man. That was so cool. The whole town got involved. It was amazing. And if you dressed up for the event, you got discounts on stuff at places and free drinks and stuff like that. And then guys from all over Oregon, California, Idaho, Washington, Nevada, they'd come together and they'd bring their cars out to show off. Man, it was a huge car show. Now, to put it in retrospect, I believe Rogue River Park's about 3/4 of a mile, and it would be just lined with cars. I mean, just cars, bikes, all that kind of stuff. It was so cool. I absolutely loved being a part of that. And if you ever get a chance, if you find out when Back to the 50s is going on, go check it out, man. It is so cool because at the end of it all, they'll bring all the cars out on Main Street, and they'll drive them up and down Main Street to show them off. And there's actually videos on YouTube here that will show you some of the stuff that they do. Just type in Back to the 50s Grants Pass, Oregon, and it'll pull them up, which it's a lot of fun. It's a freaking blast, especially if you dress up and play the part. It's just a lot of fun. But let's give you a little bit more history here. Art and cultural. Museums and other points of interest. The historic Rogue Theater downtown, been there, really cool, has been the transformation into a performing arts venue that hosts mostly local arts. The Grants Pass Townie Center associations Back to the 50s celebrations include free concerts. Those are really cool. Nearly over 600 vehicles of classic car crews, poker runs, and thematic shopping in town's downtown historic district. Which, yes, there's a lot of cool spots to go to. Blue Moon is a little store there that I don't know if it's still there or not, but that had some really cool antique stuff in there that you can go buy. And if you do get a chance, go to the local pharmacy. Go in there, get you a classic root beer float, and yes, they do serve it the old school way. Still in the freaking mixer cup, the old 10 style cups. Yeah, they still have that. God, that was a good time. And if you've never been to Oregon and you never heard of Dutch Bros, you got to stop by Dutch Bros, man. Starbucks ain't got crap on Dutch Bros. Oh, man, that's good stuff. All right, let's get back to this. Year-round, there are First Friday art nights. Yes, on the first Friday night of every month, many of the city's downtown stores hold an art show and promotional events. Yes, they do, and those are a lot of fun. The Grants Pass Post Office contains two tempera murals done through the U.S. Treasury Department sections of fine arts, often mistakenly refined to as the WPA. Both paintings in 1938 is when they were done. Let's see. There are 10 government-sponsored New Deal-era murals in Oregon. Grants Pass is the only post office that contains two. The murals are Rogue River Indians, which was done by Louis Dumont Bunce. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Who also painted a 1959 mural at Portland International Airport. And early and contemporary industries. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading tonight. But, which was done by Eric LeMade. Let's see, we got Grants Pass is home to a lot of radio stations. I've been to a couple of them when I lived there. Let's see if I can find the one that I was at. I guess it's no longer called that. Okay, but it was oh yeah, it's not called that anymore. But oh well, yeah, it's home to quite a few radio stations, AM and FM, that broadcast across southern, central Oregon and northern California and stuff. But they got radio stations like KBOY FM, Classic Rock, which is on 96.1, 96.9, The Rogue. I mean, just a bunch of radio stations. They actually had a great variety when I lived there. Never ran out of music to listen to. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, go check out it. Grants Pass, Oregon. It is one of the coolest places I ever lived in. And if you're an art nut, man, you guys will love that place. It is just so freaking filled with art. And I'm having a hard time keeping my cigarette lit. But let's see. One of the cool stories I could tell you about Oregon, around in the Grants Pass area, was when I was younger, I got sent to juvie and on for assault and battery, and friggin' had to go spend time in an all-boys home. But the coolest part was that when I was in juvie, I met this woman named Amy, and she was a guard working on becoming a PO. Well, she was a guard, but she was also a counselor at this all-boys home. So I did my time in juvie. I had to go to this all-boys home for anger management, whatever. So when I get there, she ends up becoming my counselor. I was like, holy crap, all right, this works out, because me and her became friends while I was in juvie. Well, then I did my time there, got released, and I was happy for that, but I also had to do probation. I was like, Jesus, this is just dragging on. Well, they were like, okay, you got to go meet your probation officer and all this and that. And I was like, all right. So I go there, and come to find out, Amy is my probation officer. So I was like, man, I just got lucky as hell. All right. And she's like, well, we can put you out on the road crew and have you clean up the highways, or we can have you go work at a wolf sanctuary. I was like, well, I'll go work at a wolf sanctuary. I mean, why not? And that was the coolest thing in my entire life, because it was like, not only do I get to hear these wolves and take care of them and all that kind of stuff, but they had 2 trained grizzly bears that lived there at the compound. And when I was there, I was, God, how old was I? Like 11, 12. And when I was there, the owner of the place was like, hey, we got to go feed the bears. And I was like, all right. So we go in there, and I'm walking up thinking, okay, we're just going to dump the buckets over and that's it. He goes, oh, no, we got to go inside. I was like, you catch my eye. I ain't going in there. And so he ends up dragging me in, and here comes these 2 freaking bears just sat down right in front of me. And needless to say, I damn near crapped my pants. But he was like, all right, put your hand out. I was like, hell no, I ain't putting my hand out. No. So he grabs my hand, puts it out there, and the bears put out their paws, and he had me touch their hands to let them know that I was okay to be in there. And I sat there just like, wow, that was just so freaking cool. But that's one of the stories I got of Oregon. But you know what? You guys go out there, make you a ride to go check it out, make your own stories, because, man, there's so much crap to do out there. I really don't have a fallen biker to talk about in this video, and hopefully I can get some people to be involved with this. But so I really don't have anybody to talk about on that, and I feel bad about that, because, you know, they should all be remembered. But that's really all I got to say about this video. So I'm going to get out of here. Go check out Grants Pass, Oregon. You guys will like it. Make sure that you go into the Dutch Bros, man. You're going to love that coffee. It's so good. And they got plenty of bars around there, so you guys can get a good drink whenever you're going through. But I'm out of here. I got some more drinking to get to and some more studying of new places. So, always remember, keep those throttles locked, those tires hot, but never forget, keep that rubber down. Catch y'all next time.